Fresh Bake, we're back with an update on construction progress going on around the Disneyland Resort, and we're starting today atop the newly opened Pixar Pals parking structure. This is our first update from this structure, isn't it? We didn't do one last week because reasons, but we're back this week, and it's not going to be as full a report as usual, obviously, because there's not as many things to cover, but there is this, and last time we were here, those trees did not exist, so I don't know if you noticed, but that's the star of this particular segment, is all them trees. And we'll check in a little closer because I saw those, that whatever that black stuff is down there. It's called a grid. It's called a black plastic grid, and I guess they use that to lock in soil, according to Tustin. Makes it easier for drainage and things of that nature. Thank you very much, by the way, Justin, for your assistance on these videos, as always. Here is a look at the pedestrian bridge from atop the Pixar Pals parking structure. You're not going to get a very good look at the bridge progress. There isn't any. It's done. We're just waiting for it to open, really. But if we focus in a little bit here, this is getting interesting. You can see the walkways, the concrete paths have been poured for the most part for the walkways, and you'll notice that there's two paths there that join. Let's stop right here. You've got the path that is the bridge in the very lower third of the frame there, and that turns left, then turns right as it follows the perimeter of the parking lot. But you'll see there's another concrete path that they have installed. I did not see this coming at all. It looks like what they're doing is they're giving, I'm guessing, like a shortcut. So if you don't want to go all the way around, that's for like disabled access. You want to give them a nice even grade. That's why it has to be long and slow in terms of its descent. But if you want to just skip all that, I would guess there's maybe some stairs or something where you can just jump down from after the bridge crosses the street, and then it joins again later on down that way by the blue tent. I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking they were just going to give us the one path, so that's cool. And then you can see there's the path going all the way down to the end of the parking lot. Now here's another thing. There's the path has a sort of winding feature to it, and I'm assuming that this is not because they like winding paths so much as it gives them an opportunity to put in foliage, landscaping to sort of beautify the area, so it's not just concrete and then more concrete, which is nice. I like that. So I would expect them to fill in these areas like this one here and that area there and maybe this area right here, fill those up with landscaping. Now, having said that, it does reduce the overall size of the downtown Disney parking lot. I don't know where they're drawing the line, but certainly it's a quarter of the previous size of the parking lot that has been taken over by this path. By the way, you can also see if we push in a little bit here, you can see those cardboard tubes, those yellow cardboard tubes. Eventually, you'll see some light poles installed there. Now, normally I wouldn't show you the bridge from the ground floor, but I found this while we walked in. There is a path right here. There's a path that they've installed, a concrete path from the street, which to me suggests, I think rather plainly, that guests will be afforded the opportunity to walk in without having to go over the bridge. You'll be able to walk in from ground level, because that path right now connects to the corner, connects to the intersection of Magic Way and Disneyland Drive. Previously, we had seen or wondered if they were going to open up that area, because they wanted, the whole idea of this was to eliminate some of the foot traffic, right? So they could use the exit for the Pixar Pals, the exit that's on Magic Way, so they could use that as an exit for the parking structure. Because right now, both parking structures use the same exit. Both Mickey and Friends and Pixar Pals connect and use one exit to exit all of those vehicles, which can be a disaster during certain peak times of the day. Ian has been witness to this a couple of times already, where he said he just literally just waited. He sat in his car and waited for people to go home and just sit there. So the fact that they are going to allow some foot traffic here does suggest to me that they may not be ready to use the Magic Way exit for the Pixar Pals parking structure. I hope that's not the case, or unless they make it right turn only, But that is a rather circuitous route for anybody trying to get on the freeway. You would want them to be able to make a left turn out of that so they can connect to the 5 pretty quickly. Now, another thing you'll notice about this path is that it turns right. It forks one way to the left, another way to the right. Where is that going? Where's that right path going? If we go back to our video from atop the Pixar Pals parking structure, and we're looking at the bridge, you can. I'm not sure. You can see. Okay, right here is where that's where the path starts. So it definitely connects with the intersection there, and then it gets to a certain point through these trees, which we can't see, and it turns right. It splits one left, one right. Is this the path right there? And if that is a path, where's it going? Why wouldn't you just go down and keep following that path to the left? I wonder. I just wonder. That's all I'm going to say. I just wonder. Unless it's a way for guests walking in from the opposite direction to connect with that path. That is a fascinating development. If you're into, you know, what are they? I don't know what that theory or that discipline is of social sort of traffic flow. You know, how people walk and move around in a place and how you can control that and monitor that. It's fascinating if you're into that. Okay, let's get back on the ground from the downtown Disney parking lot, where we can get another look at where the bridge connects or touches down on the ground, and you can see sort of vaguely those really short forms for more concrete paths. And you can follow that. There's some rebar in the center right there. They're getting ready to pour that section. That section's been poured. You can see one of the yellow cardboard tubes, the forms for the light poles. There's another one right there. And then this guy is hammering a thing. This is the far end of the parking lot, right about where it arrives at the monorail section. By the way, a few people have asked, you know, maybe this is because certain things are happening and they're wondering if it's due to the path connecting to the monorail station. It is not connecting to the monorail station in any way, as far as I know. That path that you're looking at right there does not turn into the monorail station. There's no pedestrian access available right there. That path is turning right, and it's going to take you to bag check. It has to, because there is no bag check on this side of the monorail station. It has to take you through bag check at downtown Disney over there by the pop-up Disney location, the old ESPN zone. So there is no connection being made between the new path and the monorail station. And there's a close-up look. So bag check right there. You can see the green tents. That's bag check right there. And it is definitely taking you in that direction. Stopping in DCA real quick in the back lot to show you some progress, or lack of it really, of the award wieners and PhilharMagic modifications being done. PhilharMagic is getting a new entrance where award wieners is, and then a new facade as well. That facade right there is being replaced. Now I'm curious, if they're making the entrance, are there going to be 2 entrances? Let me go back. Are there going to be 2 entrances? One here and then one out front in the award wieners, and somewhere, you know, you're putting guests to sit for award wieners in the between? I don't know. But I'm glad to see that they're doing something with the back lot, at least. Something. Okay, and now we're on the Pixar Pals. Now this week, we won't be getting the tight shots we normally get of Marvel Land because I don't have a cam this week. I had to use the GX7, which is lousy when it comes to zooming in. So these are the very long shots. This is all the way in. This is as far as it'll go. Now what I've done is zoomed in with the camera, or with the software here, to take a look at these things. So I'm not going to provide too much commentary because it's just so hard to see any detail. We can't tell what they're doing. And then next week, hopefully, when ACAM returns, we'll be able to get a good close-up look at what's happening here. But you can tell that things are, I feel like they're getting ready to go a little more vertical in some other areas. Hopefully by next week, that'll be a reality. And now we're stuck here in backstage. Okay, we're going to close here with a little trip to Toy Story parking lot. We haven't done this in a while. Look at that. They've closed off the back half of the Woody lot at Toy Story. And this is due to the updates we talked about, where they're going to expand Toy Story. It's going to include the cast member lot that's on the other side of the fence, and it's also going to get a new bag check. You're going to get your bag checked here at the Toy Story lot instead of on Harbor Boulevard. And you can see there that fence there indicates all that area that has been closed off. They're getting ready to do that expansion. So there you go, guys. More parking coming soon. Stay tuned for that in coming episodes, and stay tuned for more from Fresh Baked next week, as like I mentioned, we'll be back with ACAM, and we got lots to show you. And until then, thanks for watching, guys. Fresh Baked. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!